Hi there, it's Kitty Quenzel here, and I have been on a photo shoot today, as you might be able to tell once again from the fact I am wearing makeup. I'm afraid to say, folks, that if I'm not on a photo shoot, I normally look extremely schlubby. Wear loose clothes. You'll normally find me in like hoodies and leggings, and not a scrap of makeup on me, because I like to try and clear my skin as best I can by not wearing any makeup, because makeup is the worst thing in the world for skin, and normally some sort of awkward plait or something. So yeah, this is me in photo shoot form, or post photo shoot form, as you might be able to tell from the fact like the lipstick is just starting to wear off slightly. Eyes are looking a bit smudgy, and I look a little bit tired. Today it was brought up by the studio owner that all of these videos exist on helping people out in various topics and things, but not a lot of people cover freelance modelling as a general. Especially mentioned the fact that there's a lot of people that start and they think that they can charge immediately at full rates when they don't have any experience and they don't really know what they're doing. So this one's going to be a little bit of a home truth kind of one, guys, but I'm also going to try and be as helpful as possible here. So, freelance modelling. Benefits of freelance modelling. You get to keep everything that you earn. People can't pigeonhole you to one style. So if you happen to be a versatile model like me, or a model that wants to have lots of various styles in your portfolio and lots of different looks, then that's fantastic. If you are a model who constantly changes their hair colour and style, again, it doesn't matter, because you are selling you, and you get to decide how you look, and you get to decide what your brand looks like. Whereas if you're with an agency, they take a percentage of your money, and they will more than likely want you to look a very specific way, whether that be a certain size, or again, hair colour, style. They might want to chop it all off, or they might want you to have it long and have extensions when you have short hair. They might want you to have your eyebrows a certain way, even bodily hair. I mean, for example, some people actually like to keep it, some people don't. At least you get to call the shots as a freelance model. That being said, folks, the world of freelance modelling is very cutthroat. It is not a thing where if you are an attractive individual, you can just say, I want to be a model, and immediately get shoots with photographers and be paid. That's not how it works. Being attractive is just half of the game. In fact, I would say it's probably about 25% of the game. Because, folks, the way to be a successful freelance model, and this is coming from a freelance model of 10 years experience, is experience, basically. When you first start as a freelance model, there's a few things you need to know. Number one is find an alias. Do this very quickly, because you will find that you don't want to mix your personal life and your model life. I go by an alias, and this works for me because it means that people can't find personal me and all the stuff about me, which I don't want you to know. And especially if you have a job, for example, where they might be a bit iffy about you taking pictures, if you're like, I don't know, lingerie or nude or something like that, then of course potential employers as well, they can't find you either, so it's probably quite important that you have an alias. Sell yourself. I cannot stress this enough. As a freelance model, nobody will sell you except you. You need to be professional from the get-go. You need to contact people who you are interested in working with, and you need to express a want to work with them and why it is that you like their work and how it is that you think you would fit in their portfolio. You need to see how their work benefits your portfolio as well, if it's a certain style you want. Now then, from this point, when you start out, you will most likely be working at what's called TF, which means time for. Time for normally means that you both have rights to the pictures. Of course, a photographer always has full copyright to the images, but you both have rights to use the images in a commercial or advertising way if you want to. This will be pre-agreed in a contract, and it will basically tell you where you can and can't use the images. So that's how TF works. And folks, to be honest with you, I did TF for a good 2 years before I had any paid work whatsoever. And at the time, my family did not understand this. They were like, you are working for nothing. Why are you working for nothing? But I knew in my heart that I needed a good quality portfolio with good quality images that made people think, oh, she's actually quite good at what she's doing. Talking of being quite good at what you're doing as well, it takes a while for you to actually pick stuff up. You will have a few shoots, possibly more than a few shoots, where you look wooden, where your expressions are off, where you don't understand your lighting and you don't understand your angles, and it might be extremely unflattering. And the only way to learn, apart from watching videos and reading articles on how to pose and stuff and watching little videos like this, for example, you basically need to work by trial and error, and make sure that when you do your first few shoots that you ask to look at the images on the back of the camera, or on tether if it happens to be on a computer screen, so you can see how you look and actually adjust to make yourself look better. This is a very good way to learn. Talking of that also, there's going to be a lot of talking of that. Work with photographers who know what they're doing. I know that when you start out, it is very tempting to work with people that are local and are convenient, and people that won't charge you. But often the people that won't charge you are not the quality that you are looking for your portfolio. You want to work with good people that create good images, and if you have to pay for a few shoots to get some really good images for your portfolio, I would recommend you do so, because good images are everything. And if you think of it from a marketing point of view, you are more likely to go for somebody who has good quality images over poor amateur pictures where you are not lit properly or you're not posing well. Also, if you work with somebody who is good and creates good quality pictures, the chances are that they will be good at direction, and they will be able to give you advice on how to work with lighting and how to pose yourself and how to style yourself and all of these things, which are really important if you're a freelance model. Now then, when it comes to payment, like I said, don't expect to be paid for at least a few years. You can't just start and do a few pictures and immediately want to be paid. There are a hell of a lot of freelance models around, and you need to stand out. And if you are new, then if somebody is offering to pay you and you're new, I would honestly worry about what their intentions are. And I know that sounds mean, but safety is everything, and there are people that will take advantage of freelance models, especially new ones. They will use their position with the camera to take pictures of you that you haven't agreed to, sometimes worse, sometimes assault. And this is my next point, folks. If you are a freelance model starting out, please check references. Please check the references of the people that you want to work with. Please contact the people that you see in their pictures to ask them if they are okay to work with. And please contact the last few references that they have to make sure that things haven't changed. Because even if they have left a positive reference, you never know, something negative might have happened since then. And it is so important that you stay safe. This, I think, is going to be quite a long topic, so I'm going to bring this to the end for today, but I will cover more on this in future. Okay, thanks guys, bye!